What's going on, guys? So today I'd like to talk about some cards that are completely overlooked by the Yu-Gi-Oh community, and I have no idea why. They're XYZ trap cards, not XYZ monster specific, but for all XYZ monsters, we're going to talk about 3 of them. One doesn't have as much, well no, 4 monster cards actually. One doesn't have as much purpose, but I'd like to go over all of them. The first one I'd like to go over that has a good effect and a very good purpose that I feel like nobody plays is XYZ Reflect. This card is like $2 or $3 for the ultimate or ultra rare on Amazon right now, cheap as shit. For you don't know, let's talk about what the card does. So, it's a counter trap. When a spell or trap card or effect monster's effect is activated, that targets a face-up XYZ monster-ers on the field, negate the activation, and destroy it, then inflict 800 damage to your opponent. That's insane. You don't have to detach for its effect, nothing. You just have to control one. So if it's targeted by anything, any other monster, you destroy it, 800 damage to your opponent. Awesome, so underplayed. I don't understand, how people don't play this. Yeah, I know you can't, it doesn't do it for, Dark Holes or stuff, but people only play one Dark Hole, so really, most effects target. Tiramisu and Madolges, FU, 800, die. It only has to target your face-up XYZ monster, so, say if it's an effect that, targets 2 to 3 cards, as long as it targets your XYZ monster, you can use that to your benefit to negate all of it. Awesome card. I wish it wasn't just targeting, but that's still a very, very good card. Let's get on with another one that is very underplayed that I really like. XYZ Block. XYZ Block, another counter trap, kind of like Divine Wrath, but not as minus. When your opponent activates a monster effect, detach one XYZ material from a monster you control, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. That is such a good card, you don't even understand. You know how many decks, if you're a deck that heavily XYZs, detaching a material effect to negate a monster's effect and then destroy it is not that bad of a loss. Actually, it's not a loss at all, in fact. It is such a good card, it's unbelievable. No minusing with Divine Wrath, even though depending on the deck, Divine Wrath is actually a good card. But this is just insane. I didn't check, but I bet this card's like 90 cents on Amazon because I have a shit ton of commons of it from a booster box. It is so good. I don't know how this card even got overlooked, especially in a format where we XYZ like crazy. Yeah, not all decks can use it because not all decks heavily XYZ, but if you XYZ, that's the point of your deck, why are you not playing this or XYZ Reflect? This card is awesome. There's not really much more to say about that. It's just awesome as shit. I love this card. I've tested a few things. Now, we're going to name one more card that has seen some play, but not as much, but it's seen enough to make the card go way up in price. XYZ Reborn. Now, probably most of you know what this card does, but I'd like to talk about it anyhow. Target one XYZ material in your a monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and attach this card, XYZ Reborn, to it as a material. So, Utopia has no materials in the grave, come back as material. Lead Yoke in the grave from Battle of Boxers, now it's Lead Yoke with material. Tiger King, monster with material. This card is awesome. It's called Haunted on steroids for XC monsters. And that is one thing, it's only for XCs, but if you're in a deck that XYZs heavily, this card is awesome. It makes your deck more consistent. Finding room for all these cards I can see is problematic, but playing some of these is good. It's just an amazing card. Now, this card should be played more than it is, I feel, but it did make it go up to $20 for a while. I don't know how much money it is right now. You know what, I'm gonna go check. Alright, on Amazon, which is usually $1 or $2 more expensive than you can find at most places, is $14 right now for the secret rare of XYZ Reborn. Still not that bad when it was considering $20, but this card is amazing. Not as good, but hey, whatever. Now, the last card I would like to talk about is XYZ Tribe Rivals. This card is awesome. Now, I don't know exactly how it can be played right now, but I'm not finding a use for it, so let me know, guys, if you can find a use for it, but I think this card's really cool, and I'm trying to find a use for it. Face up XYZ monsters on the field with 2 or more XYZ materials cannot be destroyed by card effects. After damage calculation, if an XYZ monster that controls battles this monster, destroy that opponent's monster. That XYZ material monster must have 2 or more materials attached to this card to activate this effect. So basically, it gives it a catastrophe effect, and it cannot be destroyed by monster effects. Awesome card, underrated as fuck. Tell me how, I don't know how to use it, but let me know if you do, because I want the help on this card. So this is more, I need your guys' answers to tell me how to use this correctly. But yeah, guys, let me know how that card can be used, because I feel like it can be used well, and I just don't understand. Well, it's not that I don't understand, I just can't figure out what to use it in right now to make it awesome. I was thinking raccoons, because that monster with 2 materials and get 2 of them out. I don't know. I was thinking something about that. But anyways, let me know down below. But thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, thumbs it up, all that shit. And I'll see you later, guys. Peace!